Pregnancy in your rabbit is one of the most important things you must do as a rabbit farmer, and this is so as to save you a lot of time wasting, a lot of effort, and a lot of stress. Many times people complain that their rabbit was successfully crossed but did not even conceive, was not even pregnant, not to talk of delivering a baby. Most of the time these things are caused by various factors, but of recent, what I have known of recent in the past 2 3 months now is that the heat has been very high in Nigeria. The heat level was very high. So a lot of farmers were complaining that their rabbits were not conceiving, even though they were crossing. And I told you that most of the time you should cross your rabbits only early in the morning and late in the evening. Don't ever cross them in the afternoon, because most of the crossing you do in the afternoon is not always leading to pregnancy, even if it was successful, because of the high temperature. The high temperature can render the semen sterile, so it will affect conception of the rabbit baby. But apparently, if you cross in the early in the morning or late in the evening, you can be double sure of pregnancy. You understand? But recently, thank God we are out of the hot weather and the dry season. We are now in rainy season. Rain has started falling, so a lot of rabbits are getting pregnant and conceiving quite easily. But today I actually want to talk to you about confirming pregnancy in rabbits and palpating rabbits, especially how to palpate rabbit. The reason is because there are many ways to confirm your rabbit is crossed and is pregnant, but the surest and the most tangible of them all is actually to palpate them. Now, what is palpating in rabbits? This is a practice of actually feeling the fetus that is growing inside the female rabbit with your hand. Now, this is done gently, and I'm going to be doing it right on this video. One of the people that actually commented on my previous video said that I am always recording my video outside the farm, so I decided to actually stay in the farm today to actually record the video so that you guys can see, because some people probably felt that okay, you're just sharing knowledge, you don't have a farm. Well, I think you can see some rabbit behind now, even though this is not the only farm we have. But this is Sunday, I'm at home, so this is my home farm, and I'm recording the video from here. So if you cross your rabbits, let's say this morning, you understand, and it's successfully crossed, I always advise 2 to 3 time crossing. You understand? And how do you do that? You take the female to the male. You take the female from her cage to the male's cage, right? That is the appropriate thing to do. You take the female to the male's cage. You understand? Not the male to the female. You understand? Because rabbits they are territorial in nature. So if you take the male to the female to the male, then the male will easily cross the female, because that's his territory. You understand? So after crossing, now the female has to be on it before you cross her. And I think I've done videos, discussing about heat period on rabbit before, and I always say that there are various ways you know that your rabbit is on heat. Number one, a little level of unrest, or wanting to mount maybe if she's with fellow females inside the same cage. I do that oftentimes for rabbits that are first timer, that is, they have not conceived before. I can keep them in two in the same room, or 3 in the same room, depending on how big the room is. And I do this basically to the end that immediately they come on it, they become very easy to identify, because anyone that is on it will start mounting on the other one, even though all of them are female. The one that is on it will start mounting on the other one as though that one is a male. Normally it is the male that mounts the female when it's time to cross in rabbits, right? But now all of them are 3 females inside the same cage, or 2 females inside the same cage, and one female is mounting on the other female. You understand? As though it's a male wanting to cross her. The one mounting the other one is the one on it. That is the one that is willing to be crossed, and any crossing that is done at that time will lead to pregnancy. And rabbits, they are induced ovulator, so it is very easy for them to come on it every now and then. Various factors can influence that. Even if a rabbit is supposed to come on it and has not come on it after a long period of time, you can actually deworm the rabbit with ivermectin injection to help her come on it, because there could be some biotic infection that are hindering that heat from coming up. That's number one. Number two, another thing you can do is actually, I do that very often. You can place the female beside the male's cage. You just to smell. Rabbits identify themselves. That is, rabbits know their sex. The male know the female know the male by sense of smell. So by smelling the male around, it can help her to come on it. Number 3 is by keeping them in 2 or 3. If there is a female that you are expecting to come on it and she's not coming on it, you can place her in the same cage with another female. Having a fellow one around can also help her to come on it more easily. And that's why I am making reference, especially if it's a case of there's a male by this room, you can place a female by the other room. Just smelling each other's presence can help them to come on it very, very easily. So now, that being said, you take the female to the male and you watch the male cross her. You understand? You watch the male cross the female right in your presence. Right? This is very, very important. You watch the female be crossed in your presence, because if she was not crossed in your presence, there is no how you will be sure that the crossing was successful. And for those who might want to know how successful crossing is, I'm going to attach a video to this video showing you how successful crossing is being done in rabbit. I crossed most of my females last week, so I really don't have anyone that needs to be crossed right now. I would have used that, but for videos I've recorded in the past, I'm just going to attach one video to this video right now so that you watch how successful crossing happens in rabbit. That being said, after it has been crossed successfully, 12 hours is fertilization, so you can start counting in 30 days after 24 hours of crossing. You understand? That is when your expected delivery date will be. And in that case, you are to wait. You can wait like 3-4 days after crossing the female rabbit. And if you take her back to the male, you will notice that she's not allowing the male to cross her any further. She's making a grunting noise, sound, and all of that. Those are symbols of pregnancy in the female. Another thing is that two things you notice after almost a week of successfully crossing her: she will start eating more than before. She will start resting more than before. For example, this is a pregnant rabbit here, and she has been resting like this for quite a while. I think this particular one is going to be delivering this very week that we are coming into. Yes, this very, very week that I expected delivery date. So, and if you notice very well, the stomach is longer, is bigger than it used to be. And maybe when she delivers, I can make a video showing you how many babies she gave birth to. So this is some of the signs you will notice the rabbit will be actually resting, sleeping more, and so on and so forth. Now, that being said, another thing is that, and this is the most tangible one, after 15 or 16 days of successfully crossing that, the rabbit gestation is just 1 month. So 15 or 16 days, talking about that's 2 weeks now into the gestation period. The fetus inside of her would have developed to the extent that you can literally use your hand to feel it, right? The fetus would have developed to the level whereby you can use your hand to feel it. So that is what I'm going to be showing you how to do in this video. So I have another pregnant female here, which is going to be delivering this week as well. I've mentioned this several times in my video that I tend to cross my rabbits in batches. So I can cross a batch of 20, I can cross a batch of 50, so that when they want to deliver their baby, all of them will deliver into the same time. That is how I cross my rabbit. So that way I can win like 250 rabbit, I can win like 500 rabbit at the same time, which makes it easy for me to breed, for me to raise, for me to sell, because I have a large number of rabbits that are within the same age group. I think I prefer that. It also helps my customers a whole lot. You understand? All right, so now I have this rabbit here, and this is our second time of getting pregnant. Now, for those who doesn't know, this is the appropriate way to carry a rabbit. You carry rabbits, you hold the air on one hand, and then you help support her on the other hand. Now, this rabbit is pregnant, so we're not going to be disturbing her so much so as not to stress her. But if you want to palpate a rabbit, this is the right way to do it. This is the region where the fetus will be. Sorry, rabbits. Sorry, we have to do this video with you and disturb your pregnancy a little. So, look at my hand here. This is where my hand is. Can you see? So this is where I am feeling the baby right now. Can you see the way I'm doing it? I can feel the presence of the baby in her stomach. She's also going to be delivering in this new week. Our EDD is this new week. So I can feel the babies with my hand. Now you do it gently so that you don't break the head of the baby or break the fetus that is growing inside her. But if you do like this for a pregnant baby that is 15 days plus into a pregnancy, you are literally going to use your hand to feel the baby that are inside. Now let me do it for this one as well, just to show you that it is done that way. Okay, so she's also going to be delivering this coming week. In fact, this is bigger. These babies are even bigger than this one. I can feed them with my hand. So that's how to palpate. Now, when you do the palpating, now you are double sure that your rabbit is pregnant indeed, and there are babies that are on the way. And when that happens, you just put the nest box there. You know, you put the nest box. You put, the nesting material. Here, I use dry grasses. So now I use maize. You know, the cover of maize, dried ones, for their nesting materials. You understand? Just put those materials inside the nest, and then the babies will, she will go into the nest box and give birth to the baby. Look at these ones here. These are currently 17 days old babies. You can see they come out of the nest box by themselves, and now they started eating with their mother, and they're already eating with their mother. They are still breastfeeding, actually. They are still breastfeeding, but now they are beginning to eat some of the mother's food, and they also drink from a drinker, So that is how you manage your pregnant rabbit and a baby, so that you can deliver with ease and be able to watch over them. The beauty of using a nest box is that when the babies are born, they are born blind and they are born naked, and they will be moving around. It's by movement they know when their mother is around and all those things, and when they want to suck her breast, when she wants to breastfeed them. So if you don't put a nest box, they are literally going to move. They can even move out of the environment of the mother. They can fall down from the cage if the door is not locked, and so on and so forth. So a nest box helps to confine their movement inside the box. They cannot move out of the box on whatever ground until they become like 10, 12, and 15 days, like this ones. These ones are currently 17 days now. They will literally walk out of the nest box by themselves. You understand? So the nest box keep them, preserve them, and help them to stay healthy and stay longer. You understand? Inside the nest box. You understand? Till they are grown and big enough to come out of the nest box by themselves. These are the benefits why we use the nest box. So for so many people that are always having the issue of maybe, for example, I've done a video before teaching you about pseudo pregnancy, which is false pregnancy in rabbit, and I've noticed that the false pregnancy also tend to happen due to, I think I've made a video about it. I'm not going to go into details, but it tends to happen like this. A rabbit will be making signs as though she's pregnant when she's not, and that false pregnancy lasts for 18 days, and after the 18 days the rabbit is on it again, and then if you cross at that time, she'll definitely get conceived. But the reason why we are making this video teaching you how to palpate the rabbit is that we don't want the situation whereby you will say, like some people used to tell me in their DM, that they crossed their rabbit and the rabbit was not pregnant, but she was acting as though she was pregnant. That's a false pregnancy situation. It happens most of time with first time mothers. You understand? Yeah. So instead of her to conceive with the crossing, she'll just grow a lot more bigger. But now if you know how to palpate, by 15, 16 days after crossing, if you palpate and there are no babies inside, you can go and cross her again, so as to save yourself some time and not just wait in vain expecting that babies are coming, whereas there's no baby at all. So palpating is the fastest, is the most effective way to confirm that your rabbit is truly pregnant. I hope you have learned something from this video. Shout out to all my friends, and especially to Mr. Ujen in UK. Thanks for reaching out. Mr. Casey in Texas. Thank you to Mr. Gideon. Yeah, Mr. Gideon, we had a very good time together on our farm. He was on my farm for 2 weeks training, and it was a very good time. Thanks for coming. And to every other person, Mr. Tosin in Abuja, Mr. Jude in Abuja, a lot of you guys, like a lot of people are reaching out to me. I really want to appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for always coming. A lot of people are actually following the channel, and I'm impressed. I'm glad. I'm sorry I've not been making the video lately. I've been very busy with a lot of things, positively actually, and of course with my rabbit business also. We don't do rabbit business on YouTube. Sure, we only come and inform you guys. It is offline, so it can be very busy sometimes. I can be very occupied for weeks, like a lot of weeks with farm activities. So I don't have time to shoot videos like I should, but I've got one for you guys today. Happy Sunday to everyone. I will see you in the next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.